Hey there, everyone. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Amber.
We're identical twin sisters from Southern California. While we may look exactly alike, sometimes we think that's all we have in common.
We invite you to grab a cup of coffee
Or a glass of wine.
and hang out with us for a little bit.
This is Hashtag Twin Life Podcast. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Twin.
Hello, Twin.
Welcome to episode, technically it's 53 because we did a bonus episode, but welcome to episode 52
Whoop, whoop.
of the Hashtag Twin Life Podcast. We are going to be talking about all things 2020 and then the things that we're looking forward to in 2021 because it has been a crazy year. Like, in case nobody knew, we had a whole pandemic in 2020.
Right.
And if you're listening to us in real time, it's been really interesting the whole 2020. So we're going to dive into a little bit of that, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for sticking with us through 52 episodes. We crossed in over 1,500 listens, right, Twin?
Yeah. Yay.
1,500 listens, which if you kind of do the math, that averages about 30 listens an episode, which may not sound like a whole lot, but for people who are doing podcasts, most podcasts don't make it past episode 10. So we have come up with 53 episodes worth of content to give you guys this year. And I'm just really proud of us. Like, so much has
I thought we
happened.
could say we were officially content creators, Twin, where we actually know how to do this now, and we've learned so much. So
Yes. So I'm so happy to be in this space, and there's so much exciting stuff to come for 2021. But yeah, again, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging with us. And yeah, let's just catch up on our week real quick, Twin. So I know that so when we guys are recording this, just so you guys know, this is going to be the episode that airs the week of the New Year, but we are recording this the Sunday before Christmas. So we are in the past. If you are
Yes.
listening to this, whoa, that's trippy.
We're in the past.
We are in the past.
We
But
don't know who
thankfully-
we at this current moment. We have no idea who Tasha picked.
who won The Bachelor. Yeah, we don't know. Who won The Bachelorette.
Yeah, we don't know who won The Bachelorette. We will have just probably watched the first episode of The Bachelor. And the second, as of right now, the second COVID vaccine has been finalized. So, or has been not finalized, but is available. So,
and Derek and I will have celebrated our Christmas with Phoenix, but Amber, thankfully, celebrated her Christmas a little bit earlier, which I don't think the plan was to talk about on the podcast, but I'm excited because I get to hear all things about Landon's Christmas because I want to know how it went.
His Christmas was super fun. So I mentioned a little bit, I gave a little teaser in the last episode, but we had so much fun. We decided to do it early. Like I said last time, that we did it early because we are going to be out of town on Christmas Day. We're going to be with Blake's family. And there's going to be lots of gifts. I think we're even decorating a tree. We're going to bring stockings. His sister got like a giant gingerbread house for us to put together. She wants to string popcorn. Like, we're going to roast marshmallows. We're doing all the things. Okay. So we were like, it was this toss up between doing Christmas early or making Landon wait an extra few days to open up his gifts, which I just thought was not fair. So we decided to do it. And Blake does have to do a little bit of work tomorrow and Tuesday before we leave. So we decided that.
Or toting all of Landon's Christmas gifts.
Just to open them.
Arkansas.
Yeah. And then to tote them all the way back.
All the way back. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, no. So, but yeah, so it was super fun. We woke up, Blake and I woke up at 4:00 in the morning because I think we just both were just excited and couldn't sleep in anticipation of Landon's like opening his gifts. We decided to get him a Paw Patrol fire truck car they could drive, electric car.
Like a big one?
Yeah.
I need a picture. I need you to send me a picture. Like one he can sit in.
He sits in and drives it. He was driving it earlier outside. He was driving it this morning.
Where is my video, Twin?
I made a
I don't see any video. I don't see any video text messages or Instagram stories or nothing.
Because first of all, this is 7:00 in the morning, and two, I didn't want to spend my morning on my phone while Landon was enjoying his Christmas celebration. So I can send you.
His aunt. You could have FaceTimed me
at 4:00 in the morning, Twin. It was 7:30 here. You want to wake you up before? You want to wake me up 4:00 in the morning? So,
no, you could have sent a video.
I did take a video. I will send you the video. Okay. So he was so excited. Like, Oh my gosh, he has so much fun. And we were kind of concerned because at first, obviously, he was driving it in the house a little bit, and then the sun didn't come up here till damn near 9. So
Oh, geez.
it was so dark. So I'm like waiting. I'm like, I want to take him outside so we can drive this thing around. And it was cold. It was like 35 degrees. So I was like, we're going outside. And I don't have a video yet of him driving it around outside. But I will make one and send you a video of him driving around outside. It's his favorite thing in the world now.
That is so cute.
So we got him that. We got him the Bronchiosaurus, the same one that we got Phoenix.
Is it as tall as him?
It's pretty freaking tall. It's not as tall as Landon, but it's pretty tall. It looks like
it's
Blake,
like 36 inches on the box.
Yeah, Blake said he came around the corner and thought it was like an animal sitting there. Like it's tall. It looks like it sits up super, super tall. But it doesn't make any sounds, and it's not as it's giant, but it's not as interesting as the other ones. If that makes sense. It's way more. He has to interact with it way more than the other ones. We did get him a Carnotaurus, so Landon has his own Carnotaurus.
Thank God. Was
he
excited? What did he say?
He was very excited. I think so. The things that he was most excited about, though, because I'm leading with we also got him an art table, a kid's art desk.
Cute.
So it came with a plastic mat that you put under it, so he could paint on it, he can draw on it, he can all the things, and it just get on this mat, and I just roll this mat up, and I rinse it out, and I put it back, so I don't have to worry about it getting on the floor. It has a little chair, and it's like a little kid's drafting table type situation.
That's
so we got
so cute.
Yeah, we got that. So super cute. We got him a Thomas train, which we still haven't put together. It was the 75th
set.
Yeah, 75th anniversary Thomas the Train set. And then it comes with 2 trains. Apparently, when they drive by each other, they talk, they interact.
That is so cute.
Yeah, which is weird. It comes with a bunch. It's 35 pieces. It came with a ton of stuff. It comes with a boat that has a face on it. It comes with all kinds of stuff.
Those things are not cheap, dude.
No, it was on. I think it was on. Actually, I don't know. I wasn't there when Blake bought it. It was not cheap, but it was dope. So I was really excited about that. And then
Phoenix really wanted a glow in the dark Thomas train set, but we did not purchase one of those for him. He has
so many trains. He has all the trains.
I literally told him, I was like, Bean, we're probably not buying you any more trains, but
he has all the trains.
3 different sets of trains. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. There was something else. Oh, okay. So his favorite thing. So Blake got him a bunch of Hot Wheels to go in his stocking. Hot Wheels and Kinder Eggs. That was Landon's stocking stuffers. So because of that, he wanted to get him originally he was thinking there's the the PJ Masks thing that Bean used to have where they swirl they slide down or whatever. It's got the 3 slides. Okay, and I was like,
PJ Masks power.
Yeah, I was like, and right next to it was the Hot Wheels stuff, and I was like, okay, what's this one? He was wanting to get him some other thing Hot Wheels type thing. I was like, wait, what's this? It is a motorized loop. That is a continuous loop. It's a Hot Wheels motorized loop. Literally, you put it together and you sit the car I'll take a video of it. But you slide the car down one side, and it's the center of it is the motor. It's got 2 wheels that spin to shoot the car out. So you drop the car down this ramp, and it goes through that, and it shoots continuously through this freaking loopy thing.
Is that age appropriate?
It's 3 and up. And it's easy because he doesn't have to.
Because I think that's a great gift for Phoenix.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have to hit the thing.
And I don't have to listen to the banging.
I mean,
it's the worst noise.
The meh sound of the motor is not the best, but it's not banging. And I don't have to do it for him. I don't every 5 seconds have to come and hit the thing.
Right.
So he literally just slides the cars down. The thing is dope. I was like, man, this thing is freaking cool. And Landon absolutely loves it. So
we've seen those a few years of those Hot Wheel loopty things. And I've been it's totally funny because it's funny because Phoenix, he has all these parts that he can build together, right? These he has tons of Hot Wheel loops and all this stuff, but I need Derek to help me build it one time because I don't really know how all these pieces go together. So it's like really confusing. Like we could build this huge crazy loop thing, but I don't really know how it is, and I always forget that like that's like that like he's at the age now where like he could put it together himself, and I forget. I guess he plays with the same like toys. So I think having Landon here really like reminded me like, oh, Phoenix does actually like other things. He just only plays with dinosaurs because like that's where he's really focused on right now. So yeah, I think like I forget that like he would probably enjoy that.
Yeah, I just like to.
But I don't want to spend $150 on a freaking loop-de-loop thingy only for him to be like, I don't like it. I want to play with the dinosaurs, you know? Unless if it was Jurassic World Park set, he would like if you shot it and it like went in a Carnotaurus's mouth or something, he'd love that. All the things.
Yeah, I think it's just I just like to. I mean, it honestly being at your house kind of gave me a couple ideas of things that I'm like, okay, so obviously I want Landon to have like he loved the loopy thing, but he kept calling it the loop, but like he couldn't do it himself. And I want Landon to be able to play with his toys like independently,
yeah,
but also still like be actively involved in it and stuff. So yeah, so we got in that. I think that's it. But those are all the things. But it was super. I feel like I'm missing something that we got him, but I can't. Maybe there's one more thing. I don't know. But then, so Blake got me. So that was Landon's Christmas, and then Blake got me. He got me this dope Michael Kors coat. This thing is dope. It's like a long.
Nice.
It's like a. It's not quite a trench. It's the one that come down to your legs, and it like has a belt that ties, and it's kind of like a moto style black. It's dope.
Is it it's like a winter coat?
Yeah, it's not like lined or anything. Like it's lined on the inside, but it's not like it's meant to go over like a sweater or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's not gonna, it wouldn't. Oh my gosh, it wouldn't keep me. If you guys haven't listened to last episode, go listen to it, and you will hear about how jet lagged I am from my travels. But yeah, so it's beautiful. It goes over. It'll go over like anything. I just really felt like I needed more coats, but that are different because I have that big coat that I bought when I first got here, but it's so big and bulky and like, I just wanted something that I can still wear and like go to dinner and feel nice at dinner,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then, so today we finished up the Christmas shopping. I'm not going to say what we got because just in case, I guess it would be after Christmas when this one comes out, so I can say. So we got Jody, which is Blake's sister, Abby, his niece, and then we got his other niece, Ashley, who just got married. We got them an engagement gift. And then we actually got a few gifts that all could probably work interchangeably for Jody and for Abby, but we haven't figured out which gifts we're going to give to whom. But
yeah,
Francesca's. So by the time you hear this episode, Francesca's will probably still be in its semi-annual sale. Hashtag not sponsored. Nor do I still work there. But I knew that today was going to be a good day to shop, and I was right. Every clothing item in that store, Twin, was $20 today.
What?
Yeah, including another thing I will have to send you a picture of, this dope animal print coat.
Nice.
This thing is fly. And I also figured out what I'm going to get Mom, because they have Francesca's perfume here. Remember she called me and asked me about that last year?
Oh my
and I was
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
She loves it.
Yeah, and I was like, they told me they didn't make it anymore.
They don't make it.
They sure have it here. They have it. It was 10. So what's weird is I bought myself one, and then I get home and I'm like, I low-key just kind of want to send this to Mom because first of all, I have perfume, and second, she's been asking me for this thing, but I don't remember which one she liked. That's the thing too. Like, I didn't think about it, and I was like, I don't even remember which one she liked. So I'm going to call her and ask her which ones. But it was $10 with your purchase today, so I had to get it.
Wow.
So, and Blake got some Old Navy cologne today too.
Old Navy?
Yeah, it smells really good. It's called Ember. It's like this spice.
Wow.
Like, it smells really nice. So, we weren't supposed to be shopping for ourselves, but.
So Derek has a, okay, so then we're done with this. We have to move on. But Derek has this cologne that he likes. It's Michael Kors Black. Okay, that's the cologne that he wears. It's not my favorite smelling.
That's
It's not
funny.
like it's not that it smells bad, but like I like colognes that like when you smell it, it's just like warm and just like it
Yeah.
feels like a hug, like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of cologne I like. So, I actually bought Derek cologne. It's under the tree right now, so he doesn't know, but I
Good.
bought it for him and I'm actually not sure what it smells like, but
What?
it
Who's it
has
by?
to smell better. Huh?
Who's it? What'd you get? What brand? What'd you get him?
I'm pretty sure it's Guess. I think it's Guess.
Oh, okay. I don't know about Guess. Express smells good. Express cologne smells good.
That might be Express. This smells good. Yeah, I feel like Guess and Michael Kors, you really can't go wrong. I don't think they have colognes that smell bad. And also the thing about it too is a cologne like, sometimes like it has to, when it goes on people's skin and it sits there, it smells different too.
Right.
Like you can't really know like smelling it out of the bottle. You have to like wear it on for a little bit. So that said, I did get him some cologne and some other stuff. So,
Got him some
but yeah,
Vanitas.
you guys probably won't hear what we got Phoenix, but I'll try to put it on the Instagram story. If anyone's interested in like what my Christmas haul is for Phoenix. Okay, so let's move on. And I'm glad you had a good pre-Christmas situation. I'll be excited to see
I'll try to put some stories up from our travels as well.
from the Arkansas trip too. Yeah. Okay, so our Did You See this week is actually going to be that, if you guys haven't heard about this already, with all of this stuff going on with, how crazy the COVID situation is and how crazy it's been, obviously, one of the big things about California, by the time you guys listen to this, the stay-at-home order may be lifted. But right now there's a stay-at-home order, but the only things that can remain open are, is restaurants. They just passed a thing in, California that said restaurants can open again to be for dining,
inside seating.
for inside and outside seating. And they just like sued to like say that it's not fair and that there aren't enough outbreaks in restaurants for it to even matter and da da da. So, as of this week or next week, restaurants might be opening. I don't know, but in the wake of that, there was a lot of controversy because filming can still continue, production can still continue in California, which a lot of people are like, I don't understand. Like, we can't keep small businesses open, but we can still make movies. I don't get it. So, so Tom Cruise, I guess, was on the set of his, I guess, Mission Impossible 7. I didn't even know there was going to be another Mission Impossible, but he's been shooting it.
Yeah, me either.
During this situation, and there's a video that came out. I haven't watched the video, but I read basically what he said, and it was basically just him going off on the production team. I don't know exactly who violated it, but they have very strict COVID rules for the production. And somebody was people kept like breaking the rules. Like, I don't know if they weren't wearing their masks or if they weren't distancing or what it was, but he was like, we are the gold standard. We're setting the standard for how people are supposed to be doing it. And Hollywood is looking to us to make sure so that, basically
Other
making the
films can
film
be
without
made.
anybody, making the film without people getting COVID or getting sick or dying or spreading it or outbreaks getting created and all this stuff. And he's like, they're looking to us for this. And he's like, honestly, I don't care. He used a lot of cuss words, but he basically said, I don't care if you don't like it. If you don't like it, you can go home. He was like, there's millions of people all over this country right now who don't have jobs, who can't feed their families. So honestly, I don't really care if it hurts your feelings.
If you don't want to wear your mask or whatever.
If you don't want to wear your mask or whatever, there's people all over this country that would be, that are dying and or losing their homes and all kinds of situations because of this. So basically stop crying, be happy you have a job and whatever. So some people were like, he is being cruel, he is being insensitive. I just feel like, I low-key feel that way about people that are working in general. Like when we just went and got ice cream the other day, and I think I told you this, Amber, off mic, is that this girl was working at this ice cream place called Menchie's here, and it's like a self-serve ice cream place. And I was just thinking about like, man, normally people would not consider an ice cream shop job to be like, high up on there of like your aspirations to be a minimum wage employee at an ice cream place. But there's people who have no job and they
Right.
would love probably to have her job right now. And I was just thinking, I was like, I wonder if she knows how blessed she is to have a job right now, to be able to go to work and to make a living and to know that her job is not really at stake because she doesn't work. It's not dine in. Takeout's never going to go anywhere. So just that simple thing to me is just like, wow, like, I wonder if she knows how blessed she is to have a job. And so with that said, I think, could he have been nicer? Probably. But I sort of understand that, like, regardless of which side of the spectrum you stand on, it's affecting people in a negative way and there's no denying it. Either you can blame it on people not wearing masks and ignoring the rules, or you can blame it on your elected officials for not caring about the economy or the small business community, whatever you're going to blame it on. Regardless, people are suffering, and to just be like so passive about it, I think would would infuriate a lot of people. So
I
I don't
heard
know. What are your thoughts, Twin?
that, what you just said. Those are my thoughts. I agree. I feel
Oh,
like I feel like I'm sure it wasn't the first time, and I feel like he felt like he needed to make the point. And obviously, I honestly feel blessed to live in a state like Indianapolis that's small, that really doesn't feel the major weight of the shift in the
it's
economy and the
a
country.
state
Um,
like Indiana.
what did I say?
You said a state like Indianapolis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I live in this city of Indianapolis, in the state of Indiana. Um, that because after spending a couple weeks in San Diego, like literally I get to San Diego and 3 days later the whole state shuts down. So, and I was just like, man, like it definitely made me miss home, but it also made me just think like, wow, I couldn't even take Landon to the restroom. Like we went to the park or went to the store, and where did we go? Was it the store? No, we went to pick up Bean. It was something like that. No, we were taking Bean to
Yeah.
school, and we just
Yeah.
Landon said he had a potty, and we were trying to figure out where to take him, and we couldn't. I had to let my son, like 2-year-old son, pee on the side of the road after he'd already peed on himself because we couldn't find. There was
Yeah.
nowhere to stop to take him to the restroom, and I'm just like, I was just so mad about it. I was just like, this is stupid. Like, I don't. And so, you just have a different perspective, I'm sure, of wherever you live and whatever like suburb or whatever inner city or whatever you live in. And regardless, I think the universal feeling is that whether it's you that's continuing to that's suffering majorly from this or whatever, like other people are. So, but on that note, I think that probably drives us in pretty closely to our topic
Yeah.
of 2020.
Yeah, so just looking back on 2020, there were so many things going into the year. You always go into the year really optimistic, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I thought
accomplish
2020 was about to be the year. I was like, 2020, we're going to take this. And man, didn't happen. Did not happen that way.
Yeah, I think I would have to say that on a silver lining, thankfully Derek has a job but right at the end of 2019, I was working at a restaurant. I quit working at Applebee's, which you guys know. And I decided to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom for that time and focus on the podcast and whatever else I have going on and just Phoenix and my family. And then, Derek's taking on the load for as far as like financial stuff and whatever. So I'm blessed in the sense that it's like his job really wasn't affected by COVID to the extreme as other people, right? Like it definitely was affected because during that stay-at-home order, he couldn't go to people's houses, he couldn't knock on doors, he couldn't do any of that stuff. So he was like, the company pivoted and made it so that they could still make money. And we were still able to like pay our bills and things like that, even though a lot of people we know were not and had no jobs and all this stuff. And we've still been able to, afford to pay for Phoenix's school and for me to do like other activities that I want to do. And just like, we've been able to do a lot of that stuff. So I think on that end, like we feel really blessed that our situation isn't as bad as some people even that we know. So that's definitely like a positive thing, I think. But there are things that I miss. Like I really wanted to put Phoenix in some sort of extracurricular activity this year. At 4, I really wanted to like start him in, maybe a summer camp at the Y, or a basketball camp at the Y, or, um, I think Sky Zone had a camp that they'd usually do in the summertime, and it's like stuff like that where I was just like, I want to put him in something like fun where he can be around other kids, and we can start to form like a core community. Um, and we weren't able to do that, and I understand that's like sounds like a first word problem thing, but that really was, I had my heart like kind of focused on doing that this year. And then also like um missing the fact that the one of the ways that I bonded at Phoenix's last school with a lot of the parents, and he bonded with a lot of the kids, was that he was able birthday parties. Like, he was invited to a lot of birthday parties last year. So we were able to really, or well, yeah,
At his other
in
school.
the beginning of, yeah, at his other school in 2019, he was invited to a lot of birthdays, and that's how I got to know the moms, how I got to like, he got built some strong friendships. Um, and that was really nice for him. And like, we felt like we were building a community. And then of course we switched schools. So I was like, okay, birthday season, we will rebuild that community. He'll get invited to birthdays. I'll get to know the parents. I'll get to know the moms. We
I
will
mean, we
start to
were
build a
also
new
doing
community.
we were also doing mops too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're starting
We
to
found a
build that
church that we like.
friendship. Yeah, I mean, we were all like, we found Eastlake, which was a blessing. I mean, a lot for you guys, but it was also a blessing for us because Blake was going to his men's groups, and we were going to mops. Like, we just had a lot of things that like financially we wanted to do and take care of, and just 2020 just kind of like, kicked off in a weird way, and then COVID just kind of exacerbated it. And I think it's nice that like we didn't, 2020 wasn't like perfect, but I feel like it's ending on a lot better of a note than it's for sure started. And it's ending on like a more solid foundation that has taken an immense amount of work. But it has, it's nice to feel comfort in moving into 2021. Whereas moving into 2020, I had a lot of like, nothing concrete, nothing to be like, okay, so I'm like on my vision board, I know I can put this, and this is how I can accomplish that. Like, I had no idea. So it's just, I just feel blessed that for both of us that, things have seemed to start to like, to start to work out, and you guys have had the stability in your life, and, things have started to stabilize in mine. So it's definitely ended better than it started, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think going into 2020, there were some things that I already had in mind that I wanted to accomplish in 2020. And I just like kind of wrote down like a couple of things, like just in like one of my journals. And I was just like, okay, so 2020, before pandemic situation, I was like, I really want to accomplish like a couple of things. And there's some things that I did accomplish, and some things that I didn't stick to that I didn't accomplish. But there there were 3 things that I was like, I wrote 6 things down on here on this list, but I didn't stick to all of them. So one of the things on the list, and it's a lot of things that I would have to do every single day of the year. So I stuck to it for a while, and then kind of let some things go as I was starting to feel more overwhelmed. But the list here was play piano 5 days a week, which I was playing piano 5 days a week pretty solid for like 4 or 5 months. And then I sort of stopped. One, my subscription to my piano app ran out. So I was playing it every single day. And then I just kind of like let that go. But every once in a while, like Christmas kind of inspired me to like sit down and play some Christmas carols and this and that. So I'll put my hands on the piano every once in a while. But along with that, I wanted to stick with teaching Phoenix the piano all this year. But during quarantine, I was really trying to do that, to just give him something to do to like break up the day. But he doesn't seem super interested in it. I think that's one of the things that I'm kind of like, he doesn't really seem like he really wants to do it. If he sees me doing it, he will. But like, if I'm like, hey, Phoenix, like, let's sit down and play the piano, he's just like, I don't really want to. So I'm kind of trying not to push him too much in that area. So I kind of let that one go. Work out 5 days a week. I have been sticking, even during quarantine. I was working out 5 days a week from January to February, all the way into March. Then the quarantine started. I didn't work out for those 2 weeks that I thought quarantine was going to be, because Phoenix was home and whatever. I restarted working out in April, and April, May, and then I just started to get kind of like a lot of people kind of like burn out. Like, okay, I don't want to work out from home anymore. Like, this is not fun. I gained a bunch of weight that I didn't want to gain. And I had already put on this list that I wanted to eat healthier. That was already on this list that I wanted to eat healthier. And so once I got control of that, I was like, okay, we need to eat healthier. And I also said I wanted to lose 20 pounds. That was another thing I'd said at the beginning of 2020 is that I already wanted to lose 20 pounds going into the year. So, and I think like that's the one goal that I'm actually super excited that I was able to accomplish is that I was able to lose the 20 pounds that I wanted to. As it stands, I've lost 25 pounds.
Yay!
So, yeah. So I'm really excited. I was able to stick to that one. And just thinking about going through 2020 and thinking about that as the one accomplishment that I was able to stick to the whole year was just really nice. Like, it was just really nice to be able to, like, I don't know, just finally accomplish one thing, like, even as crazy as this year is. So
I think it's cool that I think a lot of people, there's a lot of people that like they're gonna like I'm gonna do a vision board, and then they they aren't able to stick to whatever the goal is that they have for whatever reason. But I think honestly, it's just cool just accomplishing just one of your goals, and you did two because you worked out. I mean, okay, you took a little bit of time off, but I'm pretty sure most of this entire year, like you've worked out 5 days a week, and you also made the decision to eat healthier, and then you also lost the weight. So like, and you've obviously seen the result of the work that you've done. So I mean, I think that's an awesome goal. I think for me for 2020, because of the place that we were in, like I just didn't set sadly enough, I didn't set any goals for myself. And this year I'm really determined to like set goals. I've already set a couple, like I'm going to get my real estate license this year. I'm going to lose the rest of this weight. I have another 15 pounds to lose before I can get to my weight that I was when I got pregnant with Landon. But even at that weight, I wanted to lose another 20 pounds. So I may get to that weight and be like, I'm good. Or I may decide I'm going to keep pushing, but I want to lose that last 15 pounds by the time Landon turns 3. So I'm sticking with that goal. And then my real estate license is the other thing that I really, really want to do and get, become a part of a brokerage and like start, working towards that.
woo!
We also have we have family goals too. We really want to buy a house this year. We want to save, like there's a certain amount of money we want to save. Landon's going to start school this year too. We both want to start getting back in church. Blake's already actually started. Like he's in a men's group that gets together like every weekend they get together for a run. So I would like to get into a women's group that I can be kind of a core member of, get us back going to church. Obviously they're not really open right now. And they're trying to stay as involved in the community as they possibly can. But, and then there's quite a bit of travel that's going to happen, supposed to happen this year as well. So I'll keep you guys abreast of that. But, I'm just trying to like, now that we've eliminated one issue, we're working through another. And so now it's time to kind of like enjoy life. So I'm hoping that people can kind of take into 2021 this like idea of like, let's enjoy our life again. That's kind of like my motto for 2021. I would like to enjoy life. So this year has kind of sucked the life out of a lot of things for people. And I'm glad that I was able to like kind of refocus myself and find something to really focus my attention on and like lose this weight. And I'm the lightest I've been in 3 years. So
woo!
That is a great feeling. And so I'm really proud of that. So yeah, I mean, those are like my goals for 2021, but
I think so. Derek and I have talked about our goals as a family and then our individual goals going into 2021. And I think for me, losing the last 10 pounds, I should have that lost already in the first 2 weeks of January. And that'll put me at my goal weight, and then just maintaining my goal weight and just kind of like making it more of like, it'll be nice to be able to work out and to eat in a way that's just like eating just regular person and not having to track it and just working out because it's fun,
yeah,
like
exactly.
not just like not going because I'm like, okay, I have a goal, I have to do this, I have that. Like I'll be able to be like, people are like, oh yeah, I have goals, I want to lose weight, I want to this. I'm like, yeah, like I'm already in the shape that I want to be in. Like, I'm just working out because I love it. Like, not because I have like all these fitness goals I'm trying to accomplish, you know? And then also, I mean, I want to build some muscle and like maybe get like leaner or whatever, but I'm not really, it's not going to be like a push to like, I'm not trying to go like into fitness. Like, that's not like, I talked about it for a little bit, becoming a trainer, but like, I think I enjoy being in the fitness community. I don't really want to do all the studying and all of that stuff that it's going to take to like get certified. So maybe if I change my mind later. Um, but that said, Derek and I are looking into a business that I want to start doing, as like a side hustle situation. And I've been thinking about this a while because I have a friend that does, has an Etsy shop and she does like custom shirts. And ever since we went to her house for a MOPS thing, actually, a mom's night out for MOPS. And I was like, oh my gosh, like you do, she's like, yeah, I do shirts and I like sell them on Etsy and I ship it in people's houses and this and this. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do, like, I think I could totally do that. Like I could totally have a business where I like make custom stuff. And I was like, how does it even work? Like whatever. So I started to like research it. And so we've decided that we're going to start like a little side hustle here for me where I'm going to use basically stuff that I already have access to. So we have Canva already because of the podcast, and I can create, yeah, exactly. I can create decals and stuff and I can put it, I'm going to start with cups, wine glasses, and coffee cups and just like customizing them for people. That's where I'm going to start. And just kind of like selling those as like a little business because people love stuff that's can like if you can put like your mom's name on it or your wedding date or your kid's birthday or your whatever on it, people eat that stuff up. I know I do. So
Yeah.
I really that's where I'm going to start doing it, and I've looked for other businesses that are similar, and um there are businesses that are a little bit similar to that, but it's not as saturated as you would like to think. So yeah, that's kind of
That's
where I'm
cool,
going to
Twin.
focus my energy. Yeah, and then eventually I want to move into like shirts and onesies and, you know, doing that kind of stuff for people because I just think it's going to be it just seems like a business that would just be so cute. So that's one of my big goals for 2020 is that, and then I said maintaining my health, and then the other thing is Phoenix is going to start real big kid school in fall of 2021.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I know. So turns 5 in January. So he's in TK right now since he doesn't turn 6 until January of next year. So he's in TK, and yeah, so he's gonna be in preschool, or he has 6 more months of preschool and then elementary school. And there's a back and forth with Derek and I whether or not we want to leave him at Eastlake for another year, or if we want to move him to an elementary school. I think it's really that I know that his friends that are there right now, their parents will probably put them in one more year there for kindergarten and then move them into elementary school. So I wouldn't mind letting him stay there and then maybe move to a different school, like with his friends, like move to the elementary school that his friends go to. Um, but then again, I don't even know if they're all going to go to the same elementary school. So it's kind of like there's so many around here, so it's kind of a coin toss. They could, I don't, you know, they may not go to the same school that he will go to, regardless of if he stayed another year. But I'm thinking we're leaning towards saving that the last year of school, or this, it costs about $12,000 a year to send Phoenix to school right now. So we were kind of like, wouldn't it be nice to save $6,000 a year and put him in some type of activity that doesn't cost $1,000 a month? Like there's no kid extracurricular activities that cost that much. A lot of them cost like $150 a week. So that's not the same. That's definitely not even close to the same amount of money that we spend currently just to send him to school.
Right.
So, and some are like $300 for a 6-week program or whatever it is. So I think we could definitely save money. I mean, even school supplies and school clothes and things aside, like we definitely will save money by sending him to an elementary school. And thankfully we're blessed to live in an area where the schools are really, really, really good. So we'll do that. We'll continue him in Spanish immersion, and yeah, and then we have goals for the family. We're going back and forth about buying a house this year, but it's a lot more expensive to buy a house in San Diego, so that's going to come with savings. But we do want to pay off all of our debt by the end of 2021. That's the big thing. Really pay off our debt and really get control of our finances. That's the thing that we want to do this year. So all the things, you know, looking towards 2021, I'm feeling encouraged. I'm feeling excited,
Me too.
feeling energized. Hopefully by the end of 2021, we won't be talking about freaking COVID anymore.
Right?
We won't be wearing masks anymore. I can take my son to activities, you know, fun outdoor play places, go to the beach, all of these kind of things. So, yeah, I think it's going to be I'm really excited about 2021. I'm really excited. So,
yeah, me too. I think in our last like little 5 minutes of our 52 episodes, our 2020 season of Twin Life Podcast, I guess my thoughts are just like, I'm shocked and happy. You know, we're really hoping for some big things for the podcast this year. And I really just appreciate, everybody listening to us and just like our patience of our families. Like we literally every week are dedicated to this podcast. And you wouldn't realize how much work has come into it and how much we've learned. And, it's just been a really cool, really, really cool experience. I'm excited to take the break though. And I'm sure our families are excited that we're going to be taking the break.
Yes.
But it's just been it's been an interesting transformation from our very first episode to our episodes now. I think we've just gotten settled into this level of comfortability that we didn't have. So I guess I would say
recording in my closet on the floor
to me literally just sitting with a vlog mic and headphones in my bedroom on my bed, like, talking to you like a normal person without all the extra. As fun as it was to do like the visual like podcasts, I think we've also learned that like those were nice, but I think those are maybe like one-offs, like episodes, like special episodes that we decide to get dressed up for, because that is just
like
so
if
much
we do
work.
a live.
Yeah, like we do a live or something like that. But I think honestly sticking to the classic podcast, I think works like really, really well for us. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a lot of fun. And I think probably our mutual go girl this last podcast is that we made it to 52 episodes. We didn't know if we could, like there were definitely weeks in there where we were like, I don't even know what our podcast is going to be about. Like this is a struggle, but I just always had like this faith that we would, every week something would come up.
With something.
Yeah. Something would come up in life that we'd be like, let's talk about this. So
yeah.
Is there anything else?
And yeah, I mean, we just wanted to let you guys know we will be back in February. We haven't nailed down a date yet, so I'm not going to put it out there yet, but we will be back in February. We're going to take off January, give ourselves a break, give our families a break, give our lives a break, give ourselves a chance to like, have a renewed energy. We'll come back with so many interesting topics for the year. We will be not doing 52 episodes next year, unless, maybe we will do 52 episodes, but it would be like we would add a bonus episode, or maybe we do like a special series or something like that. But for right now, we are going to schedule to do 30 episodes next year. We're going to do them in seasons. I think we talked about probably 10 or 15 episodes ago that we were going to go back to normal titles. Because it was cool to do like the Friends theme, the one with, I don't know if anybody even picked up on that, but the one with titles, that is hard.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes like the title of the episode that we could come up with is better than the title that has the one with, or the one who, or the one that, or whatever.
Right.
So we will, when you see us in the feed, it will be normal titles, 15 episodes for the season, that'll be our season 2, and then 15 episodes that'll be our season 3, and we will take a break in the summer. So like now that we're in a rhythm, we'll have a more normal schedule, but the first year is always about grinding it out, and we grinded out 52 episodes for you guys. So good start. And we're looking forward to talking to you guys very soon. Again, thank you so much. I am still literally in shock that we're recording the 52nd episode.
That is so crazy.
It's crazy.
Thank you guys so much for listening to us. I doubt this is your first episode, but if it happens to be your first episode, because it's the most recent one on your feed, go back and listen to all 51 other episodes and leave us some reviews, hit 5 stars, and then make sure you subscribe so that as soon as we come back with our next episode in February, that you guys will know when we come out with a new episode.
Yep. And that said, we will talk to you guys
next year.
Happy New Year.
I guess in a month. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and happy 2021. And we wish you guys the best, and we will talk very